Alright, everybody, can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? What's up, everybody? Hey. Once again, I'm here. I'm on the Tizoob. Just want to talk about a few things, that's been on my mind lately. Like, it's really has been on my mind lately to actually talk about this. Hold on one second, bye, people. Dude. The first thing I want to talk about is it's going to be like a few minutes on it. Is judgment. Now I wasn't raised to judge people, but at the end of the day, like, sometimes there is a day and a time and a place when certain things are needed and what are qualified as in a person. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because in my life I had a lot of issues of, social skills. One of my goals in school was to socialize with people, because I think I was just, it comes to where as though I was bullied, I was taunted, and I think in recent years it couldn't get any worse about me not just socializing with nobody, because at the end of the day, it's hard. It's hard out here to socialize with people that you want. Now, I want to give a special shout out to my friend, the King of Pop Trash. We and the topic of judgment, because it comes to where as though he was my biggest challenge. He was the biggest challenge for me, because I've seen his music, I've seen everything about him, and he's wonderful. His music is wonderful, and if nobody ever noticed that, he is the bestest person ever. What I want to get out there to people is this: don't judge somebody of what they do, because it's not going to make you a bad person. It's not going to make you bad at the end of the day. It's going to make you, you need to, first of all, think about what you do, and, one day think, like, is this okay? Is it alright to actually, put yourself in this predicament? But in the same rate, if you know you don't do certain things like smoke, weed, drink, all the main things that most people don't tend to like, that other people, that you see that you see that, but in the inside of a person's heart, you see a good person. Now, this is why I do see a good person in the King of Pop Trash. When I first hit off a message to the King of Pop Trash, it was like, I just had a mutual conversation with him, because it's like, no, at the end of the day, he is where like, me and him are at where we at now. Despite the things we did, despite the things we went through, but the whole time he's just such a fun ass person to hang out with. Now, the keyword to put the judgment part in with him is that a lot of people have put him in the weird category, the bad, the guy who's bad, the guy who's this, the guy who does that. But at the end of the day, that is a nigga who is a loyal ass friend. I goes to studio time with him. I goes to a lot of good stuff with him. Like, we even go on like little lunch dates, little anything. But it is like this: he is such a loyal ass friend. And to sum that up, if you know a person does certain things, but you see the goodness in them, and that's what I fight for, and a friend, and that what I need out here, then you need to overpass that other stuff and see what you see in the inside of that person. Because the exterior is way smaller than the interior, because the interior is way better than the exterior. Now the exterior maybe you can physically see that, but at the end of the day, the interior is better. That's when you know the best thing about that. Another thing I want to talk about is standards. Standards. Now when you define standards, and just to let y'all know, everybody, that me and well, I'm gonna do this segment of it, but me and my friend, the King of Pot Trash, Nick, I'm coming for you. We're gonna actually talk about this again another time. So, standards. Now, when we say standards, we know what we try to see in a person, and what do a person need, and what do you expect out of a person. Now, as far as the friend thing, on it, I don't think you really need expectations to actually understand what a person is about. Now, to be honest, I've met a lot of friends. Let me tell you something. As I got into my teen years and all that good stuff, it was a lot going on. But if you actually took the time out to actually get to know a person, to know their abilities, their dreams, their ambitions, their all this and their all that and above, you can look past you could very also basically look past what you expect out of that person and actually understand what that person is, point out there. To actually end that on a note is like, when you have standards, I don't think you're gonna learn nothing at the end of the day about that. So, to sum that up, sometimes lower them standards. Low. To like here. To just put them right here. Put them in the middle. But the standards where you need to put them at. Because at the end of the day, this is a judgmental world. This is a judgmental place, city, anything you name it is judgmental. That's to sum that up. And let's talk about this Mimi sex tape that she's crying on freaking Twitter and all that stuff like that. And I also want to get on to August Alexa and Trey Songz. But first, her sex tape. People. When you know somebody is making something obscene and it goes on. God damn it, that yam, y'all. I wanted to come out so damn bad. Now, when somebody's being obscene and all that good stuff, sometimes it's interesting to talk about. But at the end of the day, does it matter? Do you care? Is it worth you? I mean, you looking at it, it gets the views and all that stuff. But I mean, she's doing what she's doing. I mean, you gotta let her be her. If she's making a sex tape, she's making a sex tape. If she's doing this, she's been a thought, go let her be one, because at the end of the day, you're not being out there making a nice little 45-second sex tape preview of what you did with this person. So let that be that. August Alexa and Trey Songz. To be honest, I did not know they was beefing, because when I heard the song, I Love This Shit remix, you would think they was real good. I've been seeing a lot of videos about that, because in actuality, let me say this, because this is where real life comes in place. Don't mind what I just did in a few minutes. I had to check on something. This is where real life plays, and some people need to understand that when you got a beef with somebody, you need to be front. And when I say front, and I'm gonna let y'all know what front means in a few minutes. When you have to be front with them, because at the end of the day, all this Twitter beef, Facebook beef, all that beef and everything, that's just a bunch of crock of shit. What he did was face the problem, was face the situation. And a lot of y'all people don't realize this, but social media is going to get y'all in the grave. So, let that be said, that social media is going to get y'all where it's going to get y'all. So even it gets y'all up to the top, or it gets y'all in the grave or in the jail cells. But I want to make a kudos to August Alonso, because he is what they call, he did what he had to do, because unlike everybody else out here that was making that does beef, that keeps the beef going, you know, try talk to that person. If they're not, and as he said, as he tell people that he's being interviewed by, he don't want to talk about that. Respect his wishes. Respect that. And on that note, respect people's wishes. When they say don't do something, don't do something. And what I wanted to say to everybody is, I want to do a fun ass video with the King of Pop Trash. I mean, we're gonna cut up. We want to talk about every single topic there is that we need to talk about. These two topics I really wanted to get out because it was just wonderful to talk about. Although I have not been on the YouTube like I supposed to, but although the show is when you see the show, and it's gonna be called Cyber Time with me, your boy Shamar Robinson. We're gonna say this. And I'm going to end it like this. Be your own self. And when I say be your own self, make your own decisions, do your own thing, and do what you got to do. Peace. Yeah.